Hey guys, welcome back to Contest Prep University. I'm Joe Klemczewski with Adam Atkinson. And Adam, I think this is pretty worthwhile. I think going through case studies like this is very helpful. And as you and I have thought through, what clients have we worked with that might be interesting or different so that people can take this as a learning experience. You had somebody that you had problems with just overall calorie intake moving into peak week. So tell us about that.
Yeah, so I had a client recently. She was very low calories, and we finally got her, lean enough. That's always the struggle when somebody is very low to begin with. But, moving into peak week, I had planned for her to be higher, and she just started spilling over very, very early. And you always want to give someone more food if you can. But we just could tell that she just was not handling the carbs very well. So one thing I wanted to try to do to help her with that was first deplete some glycogen, because we obviously had some spillover. This was the beginning of the week, and I typically won't do this, but again, this was not a normal situation. I actually gave her some HIIT, which I knew would deplete some of that spillover right away. Just a short, 6-minute HIIT session. I dialed carbs back just a little higher than what we were dieting off of, and we started seeing some tightness. Now, it wasn't the next day, it was about 2 days later, and we just kept things nice and stable. I would almost nearly say bypassing what a linear load would be, and just kind of keeping everything nice and consistent through the week. And then we use sodium and water as more of a variable for fullness versus, actual food during the week. Anytime I raised her carbs, I just got really uncomfortable with it. You always have to look for adherence issues. I really felt like there was something that I was missing, but I was looking at food logs, everything. I really believed she was being honest. I think it was just too soon for that initial carb move that I had given her. Actually, weeks after this, I've been able to reverse this client, but it's been a very, very slow process. But now that carbs are higher, we can make bigger moves, obviously. But it seemed like a very small move of maybe 30 carbs was just enough to make her not look tight anymore.
Well, you're describing a segment of the population that I think a lot of people forget about. So many of us, when we get into peak week, are thinking of that carb load. We think, okay, I've been getting smaller and weaker and more depleted for months and months, and it's time to look like the Incredible Hulk again. And so we all wait as clients or coaches for that time when we can get just massively full. And for some people, it really just doesn't take much. And you can go in with a very linear, not a progressive linear, but just a linear methodology to peak week. And then with just the right, pump up and sodium and water manipulation, just really come alive on stage. And I've seen people who make the opposite mistake too often, where we forget on contest day sometimes that thinnest skin, most feather striation level detail possible is your best look, and you can increase fullness, as we've talked about all week. But if you go too far and you spend a couple days carbing up a little bit too much, even if you retract enough to be okay, you might have missed your chance to really just have that crushingly undeniable #1 spot level condition. And I would always, as you did, err on the side of just holding back for somebody that is in that position.
Yeah, I think, obviously she was disappointed to see her carbs go down, but I just said, peak week is about how you look, not how much you can eat. And that's just the truth to that. The judges could care less on how much food you're eating. They want to see you look good.
Yeah, in everybody's context, not only the body type and genetics are different, but even contest to contest, everybody can experience something as a completely unique context that they're in, and you got to be able to read that. I mean, you and I have both competed enough times to see that we've been in so many different positions that we end up learning a ton about our bodies and what we can do next time.
Absolutely.
All right, guys. Well, I think that's going to be it for this series. We're probably going to come back to this like we have some others. We've done myths, and we'll come back and add some more myths. I think we're going to end up doing more case studies as we move forward in the next few months. But we'll probably hit you next time with a brand new topic. So thanks for viewing this one, and we will see you next time in Contest Prep University.